Hey everybody, welcome back to Prepper Junkie. Today we have a very cool optic from Primary Arms. It's their 1/8x24. It's their first focal plane with an ACSS Griffin mill reticle, and this is their Platinum series. This is their premier kick-ass rifle optic series. So let's go ahead, open the box up, and let's see what you get. Okay, so as I said, I did mention the reticle just a second ago. This is it here. We'll go over that a little more in the video, but that is the reticle. Comes with a user manual. As you can see, it's got the nice little Platinum series. Comes with an Allen key and a spare 2032 battery. And we have the scope right here. Start at the back and then work our way forward. So at the back here, they do come with these nice flip-up Butler creek caps. Push up. So nice little feature. You know, a lot of these kind of scopes don't come with nice caps, and you tend to have to go and buy them. So it's kind of a nice touch from Primary Arms to include that. It is branded with the ACSS Reticle, and obviously it mentions the Griffin mill below that. So on the other side here, it is branded with the Primary Arms logo right here. Not the new one. Primary Arms has changed their logo. I'm not sure if that will change on their optics, but I know it has changed on their website as when this video just came out. So moving forward, we have obviously the zoom adjustments. Now, the really nice thing is they've integrated a little, let's see if I can get this on camera. There we go. A little rise here. So basically, it acts as the cat's tail, you know, to kind of a throw lever, so you don't need to go and purchase one, which again, you're going to save another, you know, 50, 60 bucks, saving yourself some money there. It's very smooth, very nice from 1x, 1.5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way up to 8, as obviously this is a 1/8 rifle scope. The tube it might look a little bigger than a normal 30mm, and that's because it is a 34mm tube, and it is a first focal plane scope. If you don't know the difference between a first focal plane and a second focal plane, when you zoom in, the reticle stays the same, does not change. With a first focal plane, as you zoom in, the reticle goes from almost like a red dot, and as you zoom in, you'll start to see the in-depth details of holdovers and things like that. And this has a fantastic reticle on it. You know, Primary Arms is known for having these fantastic reticles due to Dimitri, and this is absolutely no different. Fantastic reticle. Before we have the windage and elevation turrets here, and these are lockable turrets. And so you can lift them up, move, push down to lock, lift up, and you can probably hear that. I'm going to pull this up to my mic here, so just to make sure. Very positive, very tactile, very nice. As I say, push it down to whatever you're setting it, you need it to be, and it locks in place. And I will mention up here, 1 click equals 1/10 of a mil adjustment. And obviously it has the arrow for up, and obviously if you go the other way, it will push it obviously down. And so obviously we have the same here. Again, these are lockable, so I'll pull them out, make your adjustments, lock and set. On the other side, we have the Illumination Knob. Now, the really nice thing is, a couple of things I really like about this Illumination Knob is, first of all, it has N1 and N2, and that stands for Night Vision 1 and Night Vision 2. So there's 2 night vision settings, which is awesome. And then you have your daylight adjustments all the way from 1 all the way up to 9. It's a very bright reticle, and as you see in the footage, you should be able to see it. I was up in a very, very bright day, and I could still make out the reticle, and a lot of scopes like this, you typically can't see that, and so I was very pleasantly surprised that I could still see that in a very, very bright day. The other thing I really like about these is they have an off setting between each setting. So 1 off, 2 off, and so forth. So you can set it to, like, if you like it at number 6 or whatever it may be, set it at 6, and then when you're done, just switch it back up 1 or down 1 to go to the off setting. And again, when you're ready to go again, you just got to turn the dial once and it's ready to go. Under here, you do have the storage for the CR2032 battery. And as I say, it does come with a spare. The nice thing about this also is a lot of scopes will come with little groove in here because you've got to use something to kind of take off the cap. You don't have that on this, which is nice because a lot of times you can scrape up your optic when you do that, and some people might not care about that, and some people, you know, might. And so it's just nice that you don't have to use that. And then moving forward again, you know, we come to the front. We have the Butler Creek caps here with the lenses here. And let's have a look here. As you can see that Butler Creek, if I get on camera. Very, very nice. And so another thing to take note with this is it's actually made in Japan. And that includes, I mean, everything is made in Japan, including the glass. The HD glass on this, sorry, I didn't put this, screw this back on properly, so let me fix that. The glass clarity on this is absolutely excellent. I mean, and you would expect that for the price range, right? You're talking $12.99 for the scope, and a lot of people are going to go, "Oof, that's expensive." And yes, it is, but you're getting what you pay for. This is an excellent construction, excellent glass with an excellent reticle. And from 1x all the way through to 8x, the glass is superb. Again, you'll see some footage that I'll roll in where you can see that I'm on either 1x or 8x. The glass is phenomenal, and you know, I think that when we're talking this kind of price range, we have to compare it to probably the Vortex Razor line. So you can get a Vortex Razor, the E version, for about the same price. That is a 1:6 second focal plane. So you obviously, when you zoom in, like I said before, the reticle doesn't change. So some of the benefits. So compare these, because they're in the same kind of price range. Obviously, they do have some differences, but the glass is on par with the Razor for sure. Very, very good glass on this, and there is no tint of any kind on this glass. Sometimes I've looked through some scopes and I'll definitely see a little tint of something, usually because of the multi-coating or lenses and stuff like that, but there is no tint on this. It was extremely clear glass, very impressive glass. And it has 2x over the 1:6 range, obviously, of the Vortex Razor. Gen 2 is a 1:6, this is a 1:8, so it has the extra zoom on this, which some people may like. And again, you know, it depends how you like. You might not like the first focal plane, you might prefer the second focal plane. Obviously, that's a personal preference. If you're doing long range shooting, this is going to make life a lot easier for you to dial in those targets with the holdovers and so forth. I think that the next comparison up would be the Razor Gen 3, which obviously is a 1:10, which would be 2x over this, but it's about $700 more than what this optic is. The similarities between this and the Gen 3, again, they both have excellent glass. They both have really good reticles, and they both use a 34mm tube. And I forgot to mention, with the Vortex 1:6, it uses a 30mm. This uses a 34mm tube. So it's kind of right in between, I think, the Razor 1:6 and the Razor 1:10. So, as I say, the Vortex line is fantastic, and as I say, I'm very, very impressed with this Platinum series. Another thing that they have in common is the weight. This is a hefty hefty rifle scope. It comes in at 26.9 ounces, so it is not light. But as I say, you can feel the weight in this, but you can feel how well it's constructed also. This is definitely more of a first impressions kind of video. I haven't had this for super long, but my initial impressions are very, very positive. I think the construction quality is just super nice. The glass is excellent, definitely up there with the Razors for sure. The reticle, for me, the reticles from Primary Arms, from Dimitri, are first class. I don't think there's many reticles out there that can beat Dimitri's reticles at this moment in time. So yeah, I definitely highly recommend this scope. If you'd like to purchase one, there is a link in the description that'll take you straight through to where this optic is. If you wish to purchase one. If you have any questions, any comments, I'm always happy to help. Please just ask the questions below and I'll get back to you whenever I can. If I don't get back to you immediately, please don't take it personally. I don't always get notified when comments are made, so sometimes it takes me a little bit to see them. Again, it's nothing personal. If you haven't hit the like and subscribe button, please do so. It really does help me out. It doesn't cost you guys a dime. And that is it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. And until next time, I'll catch you later.